Okay, Glenn, so this is a quick video on how to install the bracket for the bait ski. Okay, this is just an old prototype boat we're playing with. Essentially you're going to measure from, you put a piece of tape, and then from the very corner there you measure 20 mils, and from the bottom up you measure to that dot 7 mils. So you make a spot where you're going to draw 20 in and 7 up from the very base there. Okay, so always good. You need basically a 10.5 millimeter hole, but always good to start with a small pilot, so 3 or 4 mils, just to get a hole clean and through, and then you'll go on to the various sizes. You go from maybe from 3 to a 5 to a 7 to the 10. And I also have this little countersink bit which will help me to stop it from tearing out the fiberglass. So when you've done the middle one, then you'll actually countersink it a bit so that it doesn't bite very hard when you put the big drill bit through. Okay, to start with, just have this at right angles, so you're actually pointing that way, although the shaft's going to go through like that, but when you do your pilot hole, put it perpendicular to this plane here. I've put increasingly larger ones through. Start with this one, also square to that plane. And once it's taken and you've got it halfway through, start bringing it down so that you actually now are in the same plane as the top of the bait tray cap. Right, we have one. On this one here, I started there and I came down until I was at exactly level with the top with the drill bit. Be careful not to mark. You might want to put a piece of tape across here as you come down so you don't catch it. Don't go too much down. Right, this is the little eye that's going to go in there. You'll see that it's got, the one side is beveled quite steeply, so the flat side goes inside and just sticks out a bit like that. That's as far as we go on this for the moment. I'll show you the next step after. So I'm first going to drill that side exactly the same way, then I'll come back to this. Okay, so the spacing of this little collar where it sits is quite important. I've measured it across the top, so from where it sticks out there to the edge of it must be 6 mils. You can use your vernier and measure 6 mils across the top like that. What you can do is you can hold it in place with your finger, just so you know where to place the glue. Take your Koki marker, like that side, and then the same on this side. Have you measured 6 mils? Just mark it like that. And there we go. And now you simply remove the stick. Okay, so you're going to basically place glue all around here, all around there, so that you can actually also put it in there. You can clean up afterwards, and this stick you're going to discard once you've done the job. So you can put a coat of glue inside there, you can put glue around there, and then obviously you'll press this in like that. The glue will be there, it will be on there. Bring it up to the line, just as you would have had it. So then use your catalyst to set it. Obviously you can, it's probably good just to do one side, so this one don't glue yet. We just use this so that we can get the seating correct. Now obviously I haven't put glue, but yeah, so put this one in, get this side right, put the glue in and the glue on, slide it in to where it would have been, where you marked it. And importantly, so if you by eye, the bottom of this collar must stick out of the hole. So that's roughly 6 mils. And then use your spray, it resets, and now once that is fixed, it'll be easy enough to pull it out and do the same on this side. Okay, so I decided to glue, these are yours, so I have to knock them out and clean them up, but it's fine because I want to show how the ski actually fits on. So I have glued them, not fully glued, and so I put a drop in the top and a drop in the bottom, and I've got it in place. And when you initially spray this, just to get it to set, just spray it inside, not on top. The reason being that just now you want to do a nice and neat job, you're going to run glue right around there and you're going to wipe it. But if you've already sprayed it thoroughly here, it's going to set hard and be ugly. So just put a drop, as I say, once you put your glue, give it a wipe. Look, if you've got your glue nice and it all sits nice and you've got it clean, you can spray it and it can stay there. Anyway, for my purposes, I've just made it a minor spray. I've done the one side, and I'll quickly do the side. Okay, so the reason we did all of this was to make sure that your eyes didn't run downwards or cockeyed, because you wanted to be in the same plane. When you come with the bracket for the ski, it's got a hook in there square. And let me just grab that bracket quickly. Okay, so to the ski, I've just attached a little towing bit on there. It's got a nylock on this side. You don't over tighten it, just when it's basically level there, because you want this to be able to turn this way. It's a bit tight still, but yeah, it must turn fairly easily. And I've put a dot so that you know which orientation, because these bars bend downwards. So I've put a dot, a white dot there. That means it's the top of the tow hitch. To put these on, easiest maybe is just to lay it on the boat, and then come up like that, get the one side in, and then just stretch the other side open, and that's it. Drops in there like that. That comes over. You can see that with that shape, the head rests on the back part of the fins, and when the boat rides, as the water pushes on the ski, it pushes it up, and as the boat goes faster, it can ride up like that. So, and then obviously it can turn, right, but it can't twist over, which is great. So it rides like that, can go like that, and that's it.